before we finish our show, we love, again, going back in the scenes and what's going on out there. We have the Tony P event and Greg team here, and you guys are talking about what we're talking about today?
Voice of blockchain.
There you go.
We're so glad that you're here. Introduce yourself first and tell us a little bit about what you're going to talk about today.
Well, I'm Alton Erdemir, and this is Joe Hernandez.
People know me as Disruption Joe. You can find me anywhere at Disruption Joe.
Please expand. What does that mean? Did he say disruption?
Yeah.
Oh,
He did.
okay.
Yeah, we're here to talk about a blockchain conference, which actually has a lot of stuff involving real estate. And
There's something in the air today. I mean, it all started with the geeking out earlier with your guest, and now we're talking about disruption and blockchain. Please explain. I'm like, what is this?
Then why should I care about blockchain? That's what I want to know. Literally, the people that are listening, why should I care if I'm watching or listening, and how does it have to do with real estate?
think like it's 1994. If somebody was to tell you about the internet, you would want to know about that looking backwards, right? And this technology is going to be in everything, just like AI is going to be touching everything. And the only difference is it's a new, better internet that instead of just being able to send information to somebody, think about it. If I hand you a dollar bill, I have it, then you have it. And we know who has it right now. But if I send you an email or a file, do you know that I didn't delete the other copy? So that is why this technology enables things like Bitcoin. A lot of people confuse the two. But it's a technology that actually allows you to send value and have property ownership in the digital world.
And so that's the second thing. Is most people think, is blockchain exactly the same as Bitcoin? Explain that that's not the case at all.
Yeah, not at all. The application of the technology, the first thing that made a lot of sense, if you can own something digitally, is money. Right? Money drives everything. And Bitcoin is the first application of the technology that actually allows you to avoid using a bank at all. And this might seem a little wild or crazy, but think about a country like Venezuela where they have 50,000 times inflation. Bitcoin might be a little unstable to us, but to them, it's actually quite stable. You look at this, Bitcoin is the highest growing asset of the last 10 years. Put it up against anything. Take 1% of that portfolio risk and put it into Bitcoin, you would have outdone the S&P just with 1%.
I like that you mentioned Venezuela, right? Because I think that in America, we don't kind of follow the global aspects of the economy and how that affects us. We're still sitting pretty and we're like, why are we getting low interest rates, right? Why is the government doing this? Why is the government doing that? But I've heard that seriously putting your assets or your liquid assets into gold, because it's something that holds value over time. It's not going anywhere. It's a significant good move, right? It's a really good move. So what you're saying is, instead of doing gold per se, to go ahead and do this investment or to transfer your funds in this form?
Yeah, actually, so for Bitcoin, the specific application, a lot of people look at it as digital gold. And that is because it is a sound money form. No government can turn it off or censor it or seize it. The network's not controlled by a company. There's no CEO of Bitcoin that they can go to and say, shut this thing off. And just like the internet, everybody participates in it together. So yeah, anybody can access it.
And I guess we're speaking like foreign language for those people who are not familiar with this topic or familiar with this product. But Alton, you have an event that's coming up, and is there going to be more information available for that?
Well, we have a few events going up, if you know about us. We have Tony P's
we like to party, so we're going to give this to the masses.
Business party. But on the 21st, we actually have a Tony P's event at the Godfrey, which will be great. Huge sold-out crowd probably, just like last time. But on the 27th, we actually have a kickoff panel discussion event for the Voice of Blockchain. It's actually just across the street at our new co-working place. I don't know if you've heard of Workbox. It just opened there.
I've heard about it. Yeah, I saw the video. I think FemCity was doing a video on there. They were showcasing because they're going to host events there. With our very own Tammy, that is part of the FemCity family. But, we don't need to talk about the next upcoming event because it's Greg's birthday. And who doesn't know Greg, right? So
Exactly.
Tony P and Greg, they put together these events. So if you want to network, just go to this. It's next Wednesday, I believe.
Next Wednesday, the 21st. And then we have the big conference, the Voice of Blockchain.
Yeah, the Voice of Blockchain. We have TD Ameritrade, Deloitte sponsoring a keynote from Congressman Foster, who runs
look at you guys.
head of the AI Committee and Blockchain Coalition. And that's going to be on September 30th, August 1st, and it is at venue 610 on Michigan Avenue.
Oh,
wow.
that's amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff.
And some big real estate names, too. Jeff Kesselman, he was executive director at Newmark Knight Frank. We have managing director of Prologis coming for discussions, and the Digit Group CEO, $120 billion under management. So
you mentioned that. Now, tell us before you go, what is Chicago's connection to Bitcoin? Because you're mentioning some of these people. What specifically does Chicago have to do with Bitcoin?
Well, keep in mind, it's not necessarily Bitcoin. Using an example, kind of on the rough terms, Bitcoin to blockchain is like a website on the internet.
See, there we did it again.
Right?
See?
So blockchain
That's
is
why
the
you're
whole
teaching
circle.
us. That's amazing. So let me rephrase it. What is Chicago's connection to blockchain?
So if you can own anything, you can also own property titles digitally and have it digitally native. And Chicago has always been a center for innovation, right? We're right where finance meets manufacturing, meets the supply chain. And now going into the digital world, the real estate's too expensive in San Francisco and New York. So if you're an entrepreneur or a company looking to relocate, Chicago is an excellent place. The talent pool we have from the universities, second to none. The specific skill sets those universities teach are great, and companies are relocating here constantly. So Chicago has a chance to actually bring an international conference, Tech Forward, that is something that we haven't done yet. And now is our time to say, yes, we're going to be the leaders. We could be the leaders in this technology in the world.
So if you want to geek out with these guys and learn a little bit more about this, where is, again, the event?
Well, the first one, the 20P, Greg's birthday, is at the Godfrey on the 21st. The next one is at the co-working space Workbox right here across the street on Wabash on the 27th. And then Venue 610, which is right off of Michigan. It's a beautiful place if you've been there. That's where the Voice of Blockchain will be.
Love it. See, lots of stuff to do. Again, there's always something to do, and you hear it here on Market Overdrive. And you, sir, said we were going to get freebies. Where are they?
So,
This is where you put them on the spot, Joel. Is that easy?
So everyone gets one free Bitcoin from these guys over here. Is that what it was?
Well,
Joel, cover mine.
Come on, Joel. Stop it. Joel's going to start. He's going to fund it. But no, so we got tickets to Greg's event?
Well,
or Tony P's event?
We do, just because WGN's so great. If they
Wait, Market Overdrive. Like
Market
give it to-
Overdrive.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah,
of
let's all
all.
give
Market
away a free
Overdrive.
ticket, right?
Everything's
Let's all
great.
give away a free ticket.
A free ticket? I
A
come
pair
in
of
with an
tickets.
entree.
Pair of
There
tickets.
you go.
Pair of tickets.
2
You want to bring a
tickets.
friend, right?
Of course. Yeah, it's Carla and her posse. I mean, Kai wants to come, right, Kai? Okay, so what's the code if we want to go to your events?
Well, we can do free Market Overdrive or free MOD.
Ooh, free mod. I like that. See,
Done.
Done.
That's how we do it, guys.
We'll take it.
Awesome.
First person that goes to the website, the Voice of Blockchain, or is it
Voiceofblockchain.com.
voiceofblockchain.com.
Pretty easy.
Love it. Thank
Use
you,
that
gentlemen.
promo code and you'll get a free, well, they're actually $400 tickets. So this is a nice gift.
That's a disruption. All right. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is great stuff. Thank you so much for coming out. And again, I want to thank our partners at Tony P and Greg, of course, because this event that they're hosting at Gibson's Italia on the 25th, it's really the partnership that you find and that you create with these gentlemen is amazing. I mean, just to be able to get sponsorship for the liquor, to be able to get sponsorship for just various things, right? As an entrepreneur and you're hosting and giving back, to be able to give back to an organization like St. Jude, again, it's through the networking and the networks that Tony created for himself, and of course, Ken Monroe from Chicago Scene. So I'm in humble, thankful mode with these guys. And I hope both of you are going to be there. I'm excited about Brunch for a Cause, August 25th.
It is actually mine and my husband's 1-year anniversary that day, and we have a table reserved. We got tickets, and we will be there at 10 a.m.
Yay! And Joel, can I count with you and your posse?
Oh, we're there for sure. And also remember, guys, if you like our content, please feel free to invite your friends, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Sharing is caring, guys. So thank you so much.
I love it. And every other week, we come together in the studio to elevate seriously your real estate IQ. And we hope that you learned something, that you can share this information with your friend. People are not always looking to buy or sell real estate, right? But eventually, we're going to keep saying it over and over again. Invest. This is a long-term wealth kind of product. Don't you agree, Tammy?
Absolutely. I mean, I think tonight's show in particular was packed full of amazing content. It's probably one you want to put in your saved items and rewatch from the beginning and take notes. And like Ami said earlier, it really is the time to buy. We talked about it even last time on the show as well. This market's amazing. Take advantage.
See, so educate and have fun. And we celebrate on the weekends with all these events. So again, thank you so much for sharing this day with us. And you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, marketoverdrive.com, and of course, Facebook. And we're live. And again, share and share and share. And again, thank you for spending your evening with us.